Stop for a moment, pause, and reflect. Notice your thoughts. What is it that you're resisting in the current moment? Is it the weather? Too hot? Too cold? Not cool enough? Not warm enough? Too much rain? Too humid? Or you're stuck in a work meeting and it is awfully boring, and so you're waiting until it gets over. Or you're waiting for the day to be over so that you can get home, and then you're waiting for your commute to get over, and then waiting for dinner, and then waiting to finish small chores before you go to bed, where you wait until you finally fall asleep, only to wake up in the morning and start the cycle all over again. 90% of our life is about resisting the current moment, waiting until it gets over and leads us to the next one, which we start resisting as soon as it arrives. There is always this low grade anxiety, a little tightness in our chest or stomach, or this perpetual clenching of the jaw, which tells us that we are resisting the reality. Only about 10% of the time we stay open and let the present moment unfold. At these times, we don't just allow it, we completely and utterly embrace it. Some examples are when we are having a pleasant time. Let's say we are spending time with a loved one, or we are on a vacation, or indulging in our favorite meal, or engrossed in a TV show or a movie, or scrolling through the internet or playing a video game. During these times, we forget our mind chatter. There is no background commentary, or there is no urge to move on to the next event. Now, some forms are forms of escapism, like scrolling through the internet and video gaming, which may make us feel worse later, but other experiences make us feel amazing. And we think that it's the event that created the state for us. And we make the event take all the glory for making us feel wonderful. And so we get attached to the event and we try to repeat it so that we can recreate the state. But the event was only the medium that we used to open ourselves to the experience. It was never the creator of the state. So when we keep repeating it, it stops delivering those outcomes to us. But we don't get the memo. We transfer the task of delivering happiness to another similar event. This is when we think that the relationship has stopped working and we try to search for a new soulmate. We get new recommendations for vacation spots, restaurants, movies, lifestyle activities, and upgrades in life. We waste away 90% of our life waiting, resisting, renting, raving, and dissatisfied so that we can get to these 10%. And when we reach these 10% experiences, we cling to them so that we milk them as much as we can before they diminish into a state of ennui. So, what is the message here? Now, there are two obvious points. Number one, 90% is way greater than 10%. So, why sulk, resist, and suffer 90% of the time to get to the 10%? Why not be open the entire time? It does not mean becoming insensitive or unresponsive to life's events and wearing a Pollyanna mask, thinking positive thoughts with a plastered smile. What it means is accepting things as they happen, waiting in lines, traffic, meetings, accepting weather, noise, headache, heartache. It does not mean don't respond to the situation. Open the umbrella if it rains. Use noise cancelling headphones if there is noise. Take a pill for the headache. Vent to a friend or seek therapy for the heartache. But don't resist, deny, and mentally complain about the event. When we don't resist an event, then we have more energy and mental resourcefulness to tackle the event. But when we resist, we waste a lot of energy in all this denial, rejection, and mental misery. Also, accepting the event does not mean keep the emotions at bay. In fact, it means embracing the emotions as well. So, you allow hurt, anger, resentment to pass through you so that you can process these emotions and be free of them. Point number two, stop chasing the 10%. It does not mean don't set goals or don't have relationships or nice things in life, but don't make them the entire focus of your existence. Have goals and pursue them, but don't put your happiness on hold until you achieve them, or else you will build so much momentum and expectations around it that it would be unrealistic for any person or thing to deliver those outcomes to you, and you will feel that you settle for less. For example, a dream relationship fails to live up to expectations, or a grand celebration ends in a bust. All of it is life, waiting in lines, traffic, hot weather, cold weather, cooking, cleaning, brushing our teeth, falling in love, vacations, shiny things. And I understand it may not be possible for us to treat all of these things equally, but we can do a better job than thinking of one as the zenith of happiness and the other as something which is completely boring and unwanted. To the extent that you can, stay open and honor the present moment instead of treating it as a step to the next moment, or worse, considering it as a bottleneck that is stopping you from getting to something better. When you start living life consciously, you will feel that life becomes less of a race and you have less anxiety. Literally, like you have stopped running and you have more ease of experience as if a weight has come off. And you stop hustling trying to get to your next destination pronto. Try it. Thanks for watching.